Hey, I'm jumping into Shroud of the Avatar today. The days before release. Release is Tuesday, March 27th. Very exciting stuff. Typically, all content is released on Thursdays, except around holidays, and because Easter is coming up, this particular release gets moved. So, Tuesday, March 27th is their official release date. Not much is going to change. I mean, every month there's a big release. And the last Thursday of every month is what they do. Very cool release schedule. Portalarium has done a really good job of their community engagement and release schedule and all those types of things. So it's very cool to see. So how do am I loud? It might be like super loud here. Let's turn my voice down a bit because it might be a little too loud. Turn the game down a bit because I don't want to over do any audio here. All right. Entering construction zone. So that should go away fairly soon, right? It should. I get logged in here. I install through Steam. Easy way to get the game. And I need to do some crafting. Hey, I'm in Baron's Reach. What's cool is that I noticed this the other day. If you are in a town and the town is besieged, when you go to log in, it will say that the town is besieged right here, which is actually a very cool little feature. Hopefully they're not going to take this away because this is the greatest way of getting around sieges. But we're not besieged, so I'm just going to jump in. I'm probably sitting at the Oracle, so I can jump in and get my freebies. Pretty sure the Oracle still counts for most of the XP and cash that I get. I'm not a very good money earner in this game, or XP grinder. Boom. Gravity received 10,000 daily bonus experience points. Excellent, because I desperately need them. Do my test. Truth? No, I've stolen way too much stuff because I am an enterprising picker-upper of things. I'm hearing a hum, which I don't like to hear hums. Hold on, let me check audio just a bit here. Yeah, it'll do. Hopefully it's all right. Let me know if the audio is messed up. What was I going to do? I was going to craft some things. Why do I have so much crap in my inventory? Seems fine. Hey, what else? Welcome. Good. Glad it seems fine. Good afternoon or morning. It is just now. I'm in the Pacific time zone, so it is now just noon. I am excited about launch coming up. Although I admit, with launch coming up, I'm sort of like waiting. So I haven't been playing much lately because it's like, oh, I'll just wait till it launches, see what happens. I suspect after it launches, I'll get into the... that's a fuel. I'll probably start playing the single player game. Go through most of the story in single player. Apparently I've just got some like farming output here. I think I was going to try and do some food, but I never really got around to it. And the other thing that I'm interested in trying out, interesting thought, I haven't gone through much of the story yet myself, still only about player level 25. Yeah, I started the story... I am player level, adventure level 42, producer level 53, which isn't very high. I'm generally in adventuring, I'm blades for the most part. I gotta find this post. Here we go. Found it. Sarah Dragon. This is a very good, I'm gonna just promote that there. Post in the forums about swordsmanship. I should stick it in my Discord too. I'll do that later. So here's something that I was like considering doing. I have a basement, and I have a big basement. Oh, that's interesting. The noise in my headphones changes depending on the graphics. I wonder if I have... Maybe it doesn't. I'm like fixated on... Problem with wearing like high fidelity headphones, you get fixated on the smallest things. Video. Yeah, whatever. So this is my thought. I was thinking of putting planters in the basement. Now, they get a huge penalty down here. So when you move this, you'll see right here, there's a growth rate. So it says growth rate times 0.1. So it takes 10 times as long to grow things. Now the growth rate for simple things, so the fastest plants are 24 hours total. So instead of taking 24 hours, it would take 240 hours. So instead of 1 day, it would take 10 days. But the interesting thing about it is that it would be much easier to integrate those time intervals into real life, because you'd have to do, like, instead of having the second watering being sometime tomorrow afternoon, it'd be like any time in these 3 days. So doing something anytime in 3 days is a lot easier to do for people who have busy lives and play other games and don't play this game 60 hours a week and whatnot. Excuse me, I have had a cold for the last few weeks and a cough in my throat that I just can't leave behind. All right, I'm down to 22 whatevers in weight. I think that's the lowest I can get. I have my wonderful new sword that was given to me by, I just lost his name, Falcon Rainfeather. Falcon Rainfeather. Interesting thought. I haven't gone through much of the story yet myself. Yeah, I don't. The story's going to be interesting, and a lot of people, if you go back to the Kickstarter 5 years ago, there was a lot of people hoping not for the successor to Ultima Online, but the successor to Ultima 7, right? A really good, huge, open world, single player game and whatnot. And offline mode is supposed to be that to some degree. So there's, you know, most of the world exists. Whoops, here's out right here. It's supposed to be the this kind of big offline world, or the big kind of open world that you can play the story through. And in the offline mode, you get companions, which you don't get in the online mode of the game. So when you play the game, you know, you'll do a bunch of quests, and those quests will lead you to making friends with people, and then you can become a companion. They can become your companion, so you end up with a party like those old single-player games. Hey, Moon Bear, nice to see you. I wish I could do the heart like you do. The heart, what is it? Like this? Something? I don't know how to do that. I have no. I guess I could practice, but I can't. But it is always awesome to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Happy Saturday to you. I'm going to go and engage this bandit. You know, someday, Moonbear, I'm going to ask you what the whole BB thing is about. Because that's also always confused me. All right, bunch of bandits. Take out this bandit. Breakfast bringer? Is that what it is? Moonbear breakfast bringer. I don't think that's what it is. Bandit breaker? We're getting some good ideas here. Ooh, I got an explosive potion. Wait, I got two more dudes coming up behind me. So Moonbear, if you're not familiar with this game, it is Shroud of the Avatar, Forsaken Virtues. It is going to be released on Tuesday, a few days from now. And if you're familiar with old games, it is the work of Richard Garriott of Ultima fame. Wow, 3 attacks, 2 of them are critical. Why am I walking? like I need to walk. I even have a cool little command. So you can check out this game there. It is a massively multiplayer online role-playing game. But I think it's somewhat unique. It is not a traditional type game. No, it's like the short abbreviation of baby. Okay, well, that's what I thought it was. But instead of baby, it was BB because it's more friendly and not creepy. And since our logo is Moon Bear, we're a bear, and our followers are like our honeybees, hence the BB. Oh, is that what that is? That is awesome. Now that I know what it is, it's really cool. That is sweet. Does that make sense to you? That makes perfect sense. I actually figured it was baby. As in like the endearing statement. Only got a few people in here right now. What else? If you don't follow Moonberry, you should check out his channel. He's a very cool streamer. So much fun. I watch him play League of Legends. I've watched him play hours of League of Legends. I have no clue how to follow along League of Legends. None. B-Baby. Sounds very cute. It is. What else is another a Lotro player and a... It's funny how often I see you on Twitch now. What else? Because don't you attend the Tolkien? Don't you watch the Exploring Lord of the Rings? I think I've seen you on Twitch chat in Exploring Lord of the Rings, which I watch. We're creating an upcoming Etsy shop that will be, and that will be our shop name theme. Oh, that's cool. I have Twitch on my laptop and I usually leave it up when I go to sleep. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, I do that too. I quite often just I hit mute on my speakers and then just walk away from my computer and leave whatever stream up. How did that get auto-modded? What is wrong with this? Even if I'm watching a stream, I don't mind since it supports them and whoever else. I think I might turn auto-mod off. That is just weird. No worries, Moonbear. I felt the burn. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting more into the Shroud and finding some more streamers and whatnot in Shroud. Marky Dragon's got a pretty big following, but I think his following is I think Marky Dragon just has a very big following personally from EVE Online and other games that he plays. Get all the resources around here. Living the dream. Nice. Oh, wait. Grab the wood. Hmm. I learned quite a bit about SOTA. Whoop, hold on. This thug does not want me to take his tree. Ha-ha! Ha-ha, he says. He caught me. Learned quite a bit about SOTA and Lotro from watching streams. I started watching Twitch because of the Lotro Music Festival Marathon. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, the concerts are good. Cordovan does a really good job of getting the concerts fully broadcast on Twitch. I mean, I realized that several other streamers step up and run the stream for many hours, but Cordovan kind of takes the lead in that and says, all weekend we are going to be doing whatever concert is happening, and kicks all the regular streamers off those times. So yeah, that community is pretty solid. Interestingly enough, do I have a friends list here? I do. There's somebody associated with the guild that I am in that actually is in one of those big bands. I think he's in Le Beau Chapeau on Landreval. I think in Shroud of the Avatar he goes by Chirp, but I don't know what he goes by in Lotro. Shroud has a very good music system as well. I don't think I have any instruments. No, I don't think I have any instruments on me. When I leave town, I don't tend to take anything because I'm usually going out to pick up crafting materials. So I try and take as little stuff as I can. I don't even think I have any potions or anything. Ah, excuse me. Well, I think I got everything. Yeah, those festivals are a lot of fun. I'll watch them for like hours too. The music festivals. They are top notch. All right, any more of these roaming bands that I can track down? head down this road, see if I can find some more. Hey, there's one. There's another bandit. Hello, bandit. Something along the way has caught your attention. This one's tier 5, so these people will slaughter me. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. So I'm just going to make a run for it. And hopefully get away from them when I get back to the overworld, overland. You don't typically see tier 5 ones on the road. Or maybe I just typically stick to safer roads? I don't know, that was weird. Typically you have to go quite a ways off screen to get them. Or off screen. Yeah, that was weird. I'm not sure why I ran into a tier 5 one on this road. Jalapeno comes in with some bits, pouring the salt. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. What's shaking? Not much. Decided to stream something different than Lotro for a change. Although then I went and picked a game that looks like some other streamer has there's somebody else streaming this game that looks like they're doing a big charity event, so they're probably going to attract way more attention than I am. But yeah, this game is about to be released in, I just used a face mask and I'm still ugly. You were never ugly, Moonbear. Come on. That's just crazy talk. It's not like the commercials. Well, I'm sure it's not like the commercials. Yeah, this game is about to be released on Tuesday. Why can't I find any more, like, little roving bands around here? I should stream SOTA more often. Yeah, I should. I'm going to try and do it at least once a week. I got to find more time to stream on my own personal channel. I'm not very good at it. I'm not good at personal schedules. Hey, look at that. Speaking of Marquee Dragon, and in he walks. He's standing right there. That's hilarious. Marquee Dragon is relatively well known through Ultima Online for about the last 20 years. Can't remember if this is a good place to get resources or not. Yeah, I'm trying to just to get some resources together. I'm mostly just focusing on crafting and stuff in this game. I'm not terribly interested in the combat. Ultima Online was cool because you could actually play. In fact, you only had one skill track. So if your character in Ultima Online actually developed like Fallout 7 crafting skills, then they had no combat skills because you could only have 700 points. And that's what I was actually kind of looking forward to here. Holler if you're up for Crappy Hunter later. Crappy Hunter? I'm not a Crappy Hunter. My Hunter is slightly better than Crappy. Yeah, I will. I'll definitely be up for that. I'm probably only going to be doing this for like another hour and a half, probably. It's a pretty cool scene here, though. Oh, I got thugs in here. Blade Master is going up. Alright. A bear. Ouch. It knocks me back pretty good. What else can I find in this forest? Oh, that's interesting. There's a lantern hung in that tree. I wonder what that's doing there. I must admit, I have a pretty easy time at tier 2 areas. Maybe I should jump into a tier 3 area for a change. It's just the oddest place for a lantern. Can I turn it off? No, cannot turn it off. Like, there doesn't seem to be any civilization around here. What is this? Oh, it's a stump. Thought it was a stone. Oh, there's some wood. Ooh, there's a light over there. There's a light in the distance. Should we follow the light in the distance? Unfortunately, it's getting dark. Go, map, go. Not sure if all the maps are finished yet. Oh, it looks like this one's finished. I'm just going to want to head west. Oh, this looks suspicious. Hello, sir. Good day to you, Outlander. Hello. Oh, good day to you, Outlander. Job. I transport goods between Kiln and Brittany. What do you got to say about Brittany? Brittany is such a large metropolis that even its neighborhoods are the size of a city. My family and I live in one such neighborhood named Brittany Fields. Oh, very good. Help? I don't need any help at the moment. I'm certainly taking a moment to relax at this camp. Excellent. But I'm not a transporter. Oh, I'm a transporter, not a merchant. I see. I wonder if I could kill him and take his stuff. Which, of course, I wouldn't. But I probably could. But that would just be mean. And I'm not a very mean person. I will kill this cotton plant and take its stuff, though. I will relieve it of its burdens. Oh, small wild boars. Oh, they stunned me. Set you on fire. Animal hides are always useful. So, oh, it's a will-o-wisp. I will leave it be. Oh, but I will take this cotton. Oh, here's a light, but it's out. There we go. That's better. My healthy went up to level 60. That must be a good thing. I hear somebody else fighting somewhere. Oh, did I see them? Man, it does get, whoops. It does get dark in this game. An archer corpse killed by the spider. I hate spiders. Not generally speaking, just in this game they are very nasty. That is a big tree. All right, this scene is not very profitable, so I'm leaving it. And since it's dark, I may just head back to town and do some crafting. Down here behind me, it's telling me what it's doing. You probably can't read. But it says, waiting for your character to leave the previous scene. It was there a long time. Apparently it's really tough to get that character out of that scene. I want to head north. Sky looks pretty cool. This is the pre-launch. There's a comet going by, or going around. So all of these meteors are some event that is happening, and that event coincides with launch. And that is literally all I know about these meteors. But it makes for a pretty good show in the night sky. Oh, there's another bandit. I guess I can take out this other bandit on the way back. It's weird about these little threats around, at least around where we are in Barren's Reach. They're either tier 2 or tier 5. I don't think I've ever seen anything else. I'm not sure why they're so discreet. Like, why wouldn't you have like a tier 3 or a tier 1? I am mostly looking for these things. Crafting mats. Excuse me. Failed? Gosh darn it. Oh, and then I critted. Nice. That was a good haul from that maple tree. Round them all up. Gotta remember to use my buffs. Strength diverse lasts 14 minutes. Woohoo! Swift gathering mining goes up. Probably lock this. Lock mining. Just let it sit at 85 for a while. Let these other two keep going up. So the other two mining skills are swift gathering and meticulous collection. So do it faster and get more stuff out of every node. Failed again. This failing on 100% chance is a little odd. The randomness of the meteors seems a bit off. I feel like they should all pretty much be drawing the same line. Oh wait, I'm going to buff up first. Hold on. There we go. So if I hadn't buffed up, who knows how that fight would have went. Sneak up behind this bandit. Hello. Never had a chance.
Ha-ha!
Man, in the middle of the night, it's actually hard to spot these things. Beetle carapace, nice. That is a rare drop. I think. It used to be a rare drop. Whoa. Don't want to leave yet. Haven't even found the chest yet, have I? I must have. Yeah, I did. I found the chest. I think I'm done with this one. Alright, maybe I'll head back to my town now. Or my town. The town which I live. I don't own it. There's another bandit. Just sneak by him. Oh, and our town's under siege by the looks of it. Oh, no, it's not. It is not. Just the lights are on. What's cool is that all the little towns actually show how many people are in them. So if there's nobody in the town, all the lights in the buildings are off. And if there's no buildings in the town, there's no buildings on the map, on the overland map. I don't know if I can show you an example of that. Probably not. Let's head back to town before we get besieged. I live in Baron's Reach. Wonderful little beginnings of a community that we're building, including the Bear Tavern, which is the Bear Guild that I am in. We're in a snowy biome town. There's the tavern. It's very nice. Maybe I'll go sneak up and see if what else is playing over here. And even a nice lake with a lighthouse on it. That's right. I was going to go check out the lighthouse, see what you've done with it. What's the easiest way to get there? You took this one, right? You can tell, if you go into Discord and tell Valis that you have this lot, he'll edit the map so you'll actually show up here. Oh, this is a very old map. This map needs a lot of updates. Never mind. Yeah, those lots I think are the same. This area is completely changed because the tavern's actually right here. Right? Like, I'm standing beside the tavern right now. So the tavern's right here. Not over here. This used to be the front gate. No. Yeah, that's fine. He probably didn't change it because he's got everything else to change on this map. So all of these decorations have moved. So this is the front gate now. So he's changed a bunch of this, but he hasn't changed all of it. So the east gate is up to date. This used to be the front gate right here. Actually, right here. So this has changed. And then when you portal in, you actually portal into this area here. And then you walk west into town. And then the first thing you see is the tavern. So there's just a lot of, yeah, I'm sure it wasn't updated just because he didn't, he had so much other work to do on the map. And I know he's been doing a bunch of changes to the town, so. There's the lighthouse. Hey, you can see it right from here. That's awesome. That's a good looking lighthouse. Still needs a lot of furniture though. Still, that is a very cool lighthouse. Cool art. Flaming statue. Very nice. Does it say who it is? Oh, just a fire elemental statue. This is really cool. I don't think I've seen the ice elemental statue. Whoop. That is awesome. That is a nice piece of work. I'm pretty sure I would just die if it looked at me, but... Hey, look, you got a dog. Nice. Can I go in? I can go in. Nice. Another pet? Wait, can you have 2 pets now? On a village lot? Maybe you can have one inside and one outside or something? Night Founder's Table? Wait, Night Founder's Table? Did you buy this? Or was it part of a pack? One is a servant and one's a pet. Oh, okay. That is not what I meant. First person view. Part of my Kickstarter pledge pack. Well, I probably wasn't a night level. That's probably what's going on. Second floor. Ooh, nice. Lord British Birthday Cake 2017. Excellent. You got a lot more stuff than I did. The Lord British Throne. Haha, very cool. Doomsday Certificate. I think I have one of these, but I don't think I have it up. Oh, maybe I don't. I can't recall. Nice. Cool stuff. Everything in there is stuff I got from pledges and the post-mortem telethons. Okay. I admit I don't... Declining figure relief? Cool. That's some very cool art, for sure. I have that. I definitely have that. Not sure if I got this light. I don't think I donated at that time. But I have the floral lights. Very nice. I have one of these. Ancestor tombstone. Was this the tombstone that was going to have something written on it? Or was that the Brittany graveyard? I can't remember. Oh wait, there's a basement. I'll have to go back to the basement. Where's your hatch? You have to swim into the basement? Oh, there it is. Duh. I was standing on it. Here, close the door again. Shouldn't leave your door open. It's chilly here. Oh, it's got the hot tub. Nice. Outstanding. Very cool. Lord British moon dial. Radiant energy capacitor. Oh, somebody stole some. Ah, you probably made them. Probably didn't steal them. Ooh. Perfect. I got one of those too. These moon dials are cool. Nice work. What else? Shale Hinnick. I don't have a last name yet. Not bad. What do you call that piece? Random musings. Didn't realize it would turn. Yeah, the fact that so much of the art is actually animated is really cool. Modern games. So Valis is chatting in kin chat here. Where am I going? Yeah, that's the right way. Says keen to get a second opinion on how the arena is shaping up. Taryn Merrywhistle. I think that is our other Lotro player that plays this. Garzon Zool. Hey, how's it going with you? I am fine. Just getting in a little crafting today. Although I got a little bit of a cough still. Excuse me. I remember in Ultima 4 you could open windows, dressers, etc. with so interact. Yeah, exactly. That's been one of Garriott's things, right? It's like, if there's like a candle, you should be able to light it and unlight it, right? If there's a door, you should be able to open it. Like that. I could probably open that chest, but I'm not going to go into the bank and open the banker's chest. I probably have like a ton of rewards that I've never claimed. Like pages and pages and pages of them. So did I get a table? I got a tabletop kobold statue. Oh, I did have that lamp. I need more light. I'll take those lamps. I have some clockwork decoration pets. Apparently I have a broom pet. That sounds like right up my aisle. Alley? Right up my alley? I don't have any servants though. You have a broom pet in your basement? Nice. Very cool. Yeah. Hopefully the pet limit goes up. I think the housing limits are pretty strong. I don't seem to have a problem with housing limits right now. I have a leaf spear and a leaf shield. Oh yeah, there I got the moon dials. Oh, and the throne. How about that? I'm gonna leave the moon dial there. Straight out of Mickey Mouse. It dances, it sweeps, it moves around. Nice. That's cool. I think I'll get a bigger basement once I can afford it if I end up sticking with the lighthouse. Yeah, there's I actually bought a bigger basement. I'm a little disappointed in it. I will show you it. Which is fine. Maybe I can sell it. The cool thing is that anything you can buy, you can then sell. So you're not necessarily stuck with it. Karzan Zool. Are you a SOTA player? Shroud of the Avatar player? And if I have met you before, I apologize for not remembering. I should stream more often and get to know people that stop by my streams. Actually, I think I'll put the broom up here. This place is just kind of like staging area. Excellent. Whoa. Very good. The nice thing is having the trunks for my basement so I could put all my decorations in there and take them out of my bank vault. Yeah, exactly. I gotta get stuff to... I gotta do that too. I got a lot of crap in my bank vault that I should probably just move to... Actually, let's move this over to this wall. Can I rotate this? I can't. Nice. All right, let's do this. How's that look? Nice little weapon decorations. Love kind of the play and the Ankh artwork here. Nice. I like it. Elvish? I have no idea where this came from. It's heavy armor. Actually, it's a pretty decent... +8 combat block. Actually, I have no idea if the stats are good or not. I don't know what good stats are. They look good. Here's my piano room. Throw the throne in here for the time being. Nice. So I do have a bunch of I gotta find some ABCs. Actually, do I have any? What is it? Song list? Songs? I don't remember the command. Help? I'm like getting nothing out of this. Ah, playlist. Ah, they didn't give us any. Darn it. That's too bad. Leave that there. I have the beginnings of some organization. I like that you can label things. So this is my wood backpack. And this is my metal backpack. So as I collect stuff, all goes in here. That broom over here is going to freak me out now forever, which is awesome. Man, I only got one iron ore. I realize granite really isn't metal, but it just kind of goes in there for now. Come back, go in there. One of these is cloth and leather. And everything else that I don't understand goes into this bag. The sad thing is that I don't think you can label things after they're set somewhere as a decoration, which is too bad. I actually have to pick it up. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't complain about this game. I don't expect it to be in the state that it's currently in for very much longer. I suspect they will continue to improve it for years to come. Oh, beetle carapace. Apparently that's where my beetle carapace came. And I think I put carcasses over here. Yep. Wow, that broom like ventures a long way from where I placed it. That's awesome. I love it. So I need... I was hoping to get more iron ore than that. I did not. Which is fine. So I need to make a wall torch. And I need some, let's take it all. And some coal. So I'd like to make about 4 wall torches. I don't think I realized there was a gate right here. Better close it. Somebody's gonna sneak in and mess around at my house. Although I guess I have a vendor there. I should leave the door open to invite people in to buy stuff from me. The crafting merchant. I think you have torches. Yes, you do. I need 4 of them. And head to our crafting center here in Barron's Reach. Oh, you know what I should have done? Darn it, I forgot. I'm making ingots. I should have brought metal scrap. It's always more efficient. If you're refining ore into ingots, you always want to use metal scrap if you have some, because it cuts down on the amount of ore you need. And metal scrap has no other use. Well, metal scrap just isn't that valuable, so you might as well use it up. So I'll grab like 600 metal scrap. I have no idea how much I need. So I need to make, I'm not smithing anything. I'm smelting iron ore. And this is the smelting station. I can close this. Iron ingot from metal scraps. So iron ingot takes 4 ore But an iron ingot for metal scraps only takes 2 ore and then just consumes 12 metal scraps. And it's the same output. See if my XP is going up. It is. Good. Want to collect some crafting XP? It's really loud. It's a very loud. I suppose it makes sense. You wouldn't expect a iron smelter to be quiet. The crafting in this game is not too bad. I think there's some fundamental issues with how they've designed the whole system, which is to say, if I go and harvest iron ore, so every recipe takes, so for example, this iron ingot, I don't even know if that's legible. So smelting, refined materials. So this iron ingot takes 1 chunk of coal, 4 chunks of ore, and an ingot mold. And will give you 2 iron ingots. No, my bad. It gives you 1 iron ingot. This chunk of coal is only available from NPCs, so it's what they consider a fuel. So you can't get coal anywhere but spending gold to get it. So if I go in and look at a chunk of coal, its value is 44, which is basically, I can't sell them for there's 44 of them, so they're worth 1 each. I probably bought them for 2 each or 4 each. So what happens is that the cost of your inputs in crafting is always going to be higher than the value of your outputs. So anytime you do crafting, you reduce the value. So crafting, the whole system of crafting is a massive gold sink. There is no way to increase the value unless you sell things to other players. But then there's no, almost every player has just about every crafting skill, so there's no actual economy. There's no motivation for players to buy stuff from other players, because when you look at your skills, you can be a full adventurer or you can be a full crafter, and there's nothing stopping you from doing both. But there's no tiers in this game. There's no tiers in this game anywhere. I mean, having said that, I was talking earlier about tier 2 and tier 3 and tier 4 adventure zones, but there's no, like it just means they're a little bit harder. But the really cool thing is that iron ore comes into the game early, and then it's useful for the life all the time. So like, unlike Lotro, where you get like medium hides at like level 20, and then by level 30 medium hides are just useless, right? This game does not do this. Everything, all of the inputs are always useful, so the whole crafting system is holistically useful for the whole life of the game. So that in and of itself, I think, is really cool. The rest of the things, like I said this earlier, I shouldn't complain too much about the game, because it's going to change over time. So I mean, who knows where, maybe I'm wrong about the demands for crafters. I certainly haven't seen any demand for any crafting. Just about everybody that spends a lot of money on things has their own crafters to make it all. But the crafting system in general, like just making things, is actually kind of cool. Oh, I was going to make something. So I turned iron ingots into, or I turned iron ore into iron ingots. And now I think if I go to blacksmithing, now, oh, that's the smelting station. I always get these mixed up. If I go to blacksmithing, yeah, this game has some mechanics. Like if you come from Lotro or WoW or Elder Scrolls Online, I shouldn't talk about Elder Scrolls Online. I haven't played it, but there's a lot of different mechanics in this game. Like it is open world sandbox. Like within a week, any character with a little bit of development can play in groups with players who have been playing for years, and they designed it that way to be like there's no levels. Again, like in Lotro, there's no point in a level 20 player grouping with a level 115 player because it's just, you know, it's just so off balance that it's kind of silly. But in this game, you can actually contribute. So if you're really new but you do a little bit of work to get some skills, you can immediately contribute to any group in the game, which I think is a really cool way of designing the game at. So now I should be able to do 4 wall torches. But getting ingredients is tough. I just went through. What did I just go through? 16 iron ore, I think. So I just burned through 16 iron ore. But in the previous 90 minutes of gameplay that I went out looking for iron ore, I got 1. Now, admittedly, I am not very efficient at this game, which I don't care. But the game definitely rewards people who are min-maxers and grinders that can be really efficient. So I have now made 4 wall torches down here, which are a housing decoration. Poor gravity. Not at all. No. I don't. The reason that I got into this game was just to be in a world that was sort of, my God, the broom has actually like left the house. Go back. Can I do anything with the broom? If I double click it? Nothing. That's hilarious. The broom just kind of walks around. Too funny. Here's my I farm. So here's my vendor selling mandrake root and nightshade, which are fundamental things to use in teleport and recall scrolls. So that's what I started growing. Here's my basement. And I don't know if what else is still here. I will show you. We were talking about basements. But no, I don't care about being efficient in this game. If I get my character to high levels in 3 or 4 years, that's fine with me. I don't care. So wall torches are a pretty good source of light. These are all wall torches. So this is my basement. It's a 5-story stone and timber, and I like the art. Like I like this stone and timber artwork, this style. The sad thing is that the other stories all have 8-foot ceilings. So it feels very cramped. And it's also very dark, so I will throw some lights on here. That's housing decorations. The housing system in this game is absolutely awesome. So yeah, I wish this floor in the, like all the other lower floors are the same. I guess I could rent out the basement, maybe? I don't know. Who'd want to live down there, though? But I wish everything was this height. Which I think is 16 feet, probably. 12 feet. Yeah, the basements are definitely just instancing off a whole bunch of your stuff. You can put as much stuff as you want down here. So yeah, I haven't planted anything in this planter yet. I should do that. I think I'm actually going to do that right now. I'm going to grab some... By the way, I've built a website that is kind of like an online database for this game. So that's it there. I haven't put much effort into it in the last year or two. So it's fallen behind. But if you get into the game, you could poke around if there's and let me know what else it should do. Most people that use it go to the farming tab, and there's a little watering calculator, and I need to update the watering calculator to do math for growing things in the basement. So I have a large planter down there. So if I do, let's say, I think all my seeds are medium. Cotton is medium. Lemon tree is medium. Mandrake and nightshade. All right, let's plant 10 each of mandrake and nightshade. Farming's pretty straightforward. I'm going to get rid of my metal stuff here. Inventory management is awesome in this game. Like you can select multiple things at a time and move them across bags and stuff. I need some water. And I have a whole bunch of water that I've collected. 10, 20. So I need 40 water. So farming's pretty straightforward. You basically, so here on this planter, if I move it, you'll see the, let's do this one. It's at the end. It's a little bit easier to move. Oh, there we go. Move it. So now the growth rate, again, right above it here, the growth rate is 1.0 because it's outside. So I can just do that. Oh, it's not quite where it was. There. If you go into a greenhouse, greenhouses make the growth rate 2.0. So something that takes 24 hours to grow will now take 12 hours to grow. These seeds that I picked up actually take 48 hours to grow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the basement and I'm going to plant in the basement. As a test, and I have nothing in my basement, unlike What Else, who is actually much more... That is not what I meant to do. Here, close this. I want to move this right up against the wall. There. Put it there. So this is going to take 480 hours to grow. My lighthouse is fairly sparse on rooms, so I had to decorate mostly in the basement. Yeah, it is kind of small. I wish it's funny how Lotro does that, right? Like when you walk up to a house, the house is like this wide. The house is like 20 feet wide in the outside, but when you go in the house is like 100 feet wide. But this game, there is no inside and outside of buildings other than the basement. The basement is kind of special in that regard because it's an instance, but there's not much we can do about size in this game. But yeah, I wish people were a little bit smaller and buildings were a little bit bigger, and then people also ran faster. And that way, when you run by a house, it would take the same amount of time to run by, which is really, that's the only problem with size, is that you get into these long journeys. Now, if I know correctly, farming, wait, agriculture is down here. So I have water, sow seed bonus. This skill will gain experience each time that a relevant skill is used. +2 batch sow seed radius. Wait. Oh, I see. So these, so purple are active, but gray are passive. Or innate, I guess. I never really thought about my house being bigger inside than on the outside in Lotro, but I guess that's true. Yeah, they don't necessarily do it for all buildings. Like I think the Prancing Pony is probably fairly equal inside and outside. But yeah, I'm pretty sure player housing is inside, the scale changes to be bigger than what it is on the outside. Because the art doesn't have to be the same. They jump in and they leave. So this is, I don't know how to use this skill. I guess we're about to find out. So if I go to, oops, all right. If you own a house, you have to get your housing thing toggleable on a hotkey. There's a hotkey for this. This is like pro tip for the day. I have it on Control H. I don't know if it's a default. I've changed all of my hotkeys, so I don't know if there's a default setting for this. But you can turn on, like if I go over here and drag this right now, it won't move. But if I hit Control H, now it'll move. And the problem is that when you open containers and stuff, you'll like accidentally move them when you try and double click or something like that on them. So same thing with this. So I try and double click on the spot, it'll end up moving the unit and messing things up. So anyway, I want to plant mandrake root, sure. I can't raise that value. I'm pretty sure that only planted one. Well, the skill keeps going up, but I don't know what it's doing. I would have thought I could just adjust this up and say, here, plant as many as you can. Otherwise, I'm planting them one at a time. So that doesn't seem very useful. +2 batch sow seeds radius. +4.1 batch sow seeds range. I have no idea what that's for, so I'm going to lock it. Alright, that was all on my mandrake root. Now I'll plant my nightshade beside it. I wonder if there's another tool or something that I need to use to plant more than one at a time. Don't know. There's my planting. And I can now water. Thankfully, I can water more than one at a time now. Although it just looks like I'm watering the floor, but whatever. Ooh, wow, I got a huge range out of that. Nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Accidentally went to harvest them. That would have been bad. Water plants, not harvest plants. Do not harvest brand new seedlings. There we go. They're watered. All right. So from what I understand, these are medium growing plants. So they are normally going to take, I have to wait 160 to 320 hours before I do the next watering. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to like write down on a little post-it note when I need to do this. And I do want to put it back into my site so that I can do this kind of math and just see when it is. But I think this is going to end up working better because even medium plants, they'll grow inside of 2 weeks. So if I had like 100 of these planters, I could plant them all and then just come in and water them. And so instead of doing one planter every 2 days, I just do 10 planters every 2 weeks. Between 7 and 12 days to water. That sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, as opposed to outside. If I was to do it outside, it would be I'd want to plant 16 to 32 hours later. But a lot of the like one of the things I've found with farming is that like I have to fit it into my life, which means I can only plant Sunday evenings. There is no other way for me to farm unless I plant Sunday evenings, because if I do it Sunday evenings, then I can get all the waterings in. If I do it any other time, I can't get all the waterings in. But if I stretch the time out, then it will work. Yeah, today's Saturday, but I'm doing this downstairs. That's what I mean. It's like if I'd planted it outside, then I would have had to I'd have to water if I do it Saturday afternoon, then I'd have to water Sunday afternoon. And then on Monday, I would have had to water before like 4 p.m. while I'm at work. So I can't. So then I miss it. You worried me for a minute because I have schoolwork to do. Well, I didn't mean to like worry you. That was not my intention. Kane Darkmoor, thanks for the follow. Hey, welcome. Welcome. Shroud of the Avatar player, Kane? Kane Darkmoor sounds like a shroud. Sounds like a Britannian name. It really does. So yeah, I sort of like the idea of being able to control the time in which it takes. So instead of having a fixed, like a constant set of time to grow these things, if you actually stretch it out, it actually makes it easier for me as a real human being in a real life to actually get all the waterings I need to make money. Because the problem is, if I plant outside, I can still harvest. But if I plant outside and I miss one watering, it basically, all of my profits are gone. Right? Because I can, instead of getting, so Mandrake and Nightshade will typically give about 16. When you harvest it, you'll get 16 plants, 16 items output. So one plant will give me like 16 Nightshade. And I sell them for 3.5 gold each. But if I miss one watering, that 16 goes down to 12, which basically takes my profit margin and wipes it to 0. If I miss 2 waterings, I'm losing money. That's cool, Kane. Welcome. Are you in a guild? Are you new to the game? Chris Spears was laughing that he knows all the players he's talked to know what their first release was that they played. I don't remember. I think it was either 3 or 6. Either release number 3 or release number 6. The overland map was still parchment paper, and the only thing in the game was the overland map. So you'd log in. Oh, I'm in the town. Never mind. But you'd log in the Hidden Vale, and you could run from Owl's Nest down south and then back, and that was it. I don't think you could go into any of the scenes. Hey, my broom found its way back. Very cool. So did I grab another pet? No, I did not. I did grab some lamps though. Oh, I turned decorating off. I don't really have anything to put a lamp on here. Anyway, I'm not overly... The Valaster and the governor, as you can sort of read this up here, Baron's Reach, governed by Valastellan. Oh, I even got his name wrong. That's terrible of me. Valastellan. He's like bound and determined to have everything in the tavern perfect on release day. And I'm like, why does it have to be perfect? I mean, don't we want new people to come in, and don't we want them to have an impact on it and change? Anyway, Baron's Reach. We are up here in the north of Brittany. If anybody is interested, we have a very nice crafting center right here that is part of our guild. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I actually have an inn for rent. So besides my house, I have an inn. So if anybody knows anybody that needs a place to live, wants to live in a snowy biome. Isn't the sky awesome though? I mean, this is a very cool event. Very cool event. Fun to see. So my character's name is Gravity in the game. But this is my inn. I have done absolutely nothing to it because, of course, I would like to get people who move in here to have a big impact on what this place looks like. So I don't want to like stamp my vision of what that inn looks like. I'd rather have its tenants do that. But Barron's Reach is, we've got some space left here in town. There's sort of a community around Barron's Reach, the metropolis of Barron's Reach, which includes several other player-owned towns that also have space. Those player-owned towns might have, different outlooks that might appeal to you more than the Bear Tavern. There's other guilds that we associate with. So there's a pretty cool community going on here that we're trying to get into. We're trying to build and make it a strong and an important part of this community as the game is launched and we move forward. But I mean, this place is beautiful. There's no question that Valis has done a very, very good job. The stage, like, this is all built by hand. I mean, these are all trunks. Anything in them? No, there's nothing in them. Should I turn on the radio? What's playing on Avatar's radio today? Is that? Oh, there we go. Got some Aerosmith. Aerosmith is like, that's my generation of music right here. All right, enough of that. Oh, and apparently somebody was stalking the bartender. Nice. So there's lots of food to be had here. Ale and beer. Valis wants to be a brewer, so they're patiently waiting for the brewery skills to come out, or the brewing skills to come out. I mean, just look at this. This is the kitchen. Like, look at the work that went into this. All these items and stuff. And if you're new to the game and you know the community, this is sort of normal. Like, everybody has like super good things. Here's the poker table. If you need a late night poker game, you can close the doors and have a little late night game. Anyway, it's a cool place. Shout out to Bear. I'm excited to see what the future brings. I'm excited for Tuesday. Should be a fun launch, for sure. Well, I'm going to call the stream here. Thanks everybody for hanging out. What else in Moonberry? You're with me pretty much the whole stream. Thanks for hanging out and chatting. It's always fun to share this new game with people. Kane Darkmore, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Alapenya, thanks for the bits. Very generous as always. Who else is playing Shroud? I wonder if that big event is still up. Shroud of the Avatar, 101 viewers. There's 101 people watching Shroud oh yeah, well, we'll definitely have to go to have to do this one. Airy Fund. I don't know what's going on here. I haven't been paying that much attention, unfortunately. I know it's bad of me. Should pay more attention. I need to take a holiday or something. A very long holiday. Anyway, let's raid Airy Fund. So join the raid if you're not, or don't leave it. Thanks for hanging out. I'll probably stream again this weekend, but it'll probably be Lotro or maybe something even different. Who knows? I will be back on Lotro stream on the official Lotro channel tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. If you want to check that out, I'll see you then. Otherwise, take care and have a great weekend, everybody.